The Boks have just beaten Wales in a nail-biting semi-final in Yokohama Stadium, sending fans around the country into rapture. Our reporter Justin Ford is at Fireman's Arms in Cape Town, and he joins us now. Justin, I don't know if you've managed to have a celebratory sip after that narrow nail-biting victory. What's the mood like?
Well, good afternoon, Aaron. Yeah, absolutely. Just great pandemonium and excitement following the win. I mean, a very tightly contested match and nervy moments. We were forced to actually stand sort of just outside the establishment because it was just too full to kind of get inside and enjoy the action, really. But yeah, exciting time for the Springboks as they secure their third World Cup final, to face England come Saturday. But definitely, I mean, this is what final, at least World Cup rugby is all about. It was never going to be that exciting game, and thankfully Rugby and his boys were able to sort of just each out the victory and claim top honours to book their spot in the final.
Certainly, and if we look back, by around half-time, things were neck and neck. The Springboks quite strong in the beginning, but then that dominance seeming to taper toward the middle line mark. What's your view going into the final now? How are we looking?
Look, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for the Springboks. The England side yesterday against the All Blacks really showed what they can do and what they can achieve at the World Cup, and they surely are a determined side under Eddie Jones. And I know Rusty Rasmus this week will prepare his team to make sure that they have what it takes to really perform well against that England side. It's going to be very difficult. It's not going to be exciting. I think it's just the nature of, like I said, World Cup rugby, and it's anything goes, and teams have nothing to lose and everything to win, and it's a case of just doing what's required. So tough assignment for Rusty Rasmus this week, and they really will have to prepare very well to beat England, come Saturday.
Justin Ford there in the wet Cape with some analysis after the Springbok win. We're crossing now to ENCA reporter Natalie Powell, who's at the Welsh Club in London, surrounded by a sea of red-jacketed Welsh fans. Natalie, a defeat for most of the people around you this afternoon?
Yeah, it's a sense of kind of pride and disappointment here at the London Welsh Centre. Wales was so close to getting into that final, but an amazing try from Damien Dialende there, and of course a penalty at the end from South Africa. Wales just simply couldn't seem to fight back. I've got someone I've been watching the match with here, a Wales fan. Arwen, what did you think of the game today? How do you think the boys played?
I think they played really, really well. I think it was a very close match right up until the end. Phenomenal stuff from Wales, but South Africa just pipped it in the end, and they did. Yeah, it was so close, so close.
They were a strong side though, South Africa, and I think there was a little bit of doubt about whether Wales could get through. But they played phenomenally well.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of doubt, and I think actually that doubt was kind of put aside as soon as Wales got on the field. But at the end of the day, they ended up winning, but only by a bit. So it was a close game. It was very tense, very tense.
So you're not too disappointed then?
I'm not too disappointed because South Africa were a better side today, and you got to applaud that. I think they were better, but it's a shame that we never made it to the final because it would have been a good final. But
yeah, it would have been. Arwen, thanks very much. Well, as you said, it would have been a good final. A lot of people were hoping for a Northern Hemisphere final between England and Wales. That's not going to be, though. South Africa will face England in that final, and it's going to be an incredibly tense one to watch next weekend.
Natalie Powell in London, thank you, and we are sure to check in with you again when we hit that final in the 2019 Rugby World Cup.